Abby Glasser gets it back towards half-back, but it's in a dangerous position there. Roberts around the corner, hooks it towards full forward, goes over the top of the players. Lauren O'Shea runs onto it, but she's worried out of the contest, and the ball trickles over the boundary line right next to the behind post.
And that's one player that PINT will need to watch this week. Lisa Roberts for Waratah. We saw how damaging she was last week, Stu.
Just positions herself really well, reads the play, and gets to where the football is.
Her experience will prove today too, I think. Just that having that finals experience to calm her team.
Kick forward by Yaron there. She marked her own kick, which wasn't paid. But
she's got the free kick, I think.
Yeah, I think that was a high tackle in the end. So another opportunity for a shot at goal from a free kick for Waratah.
They'll be disappointed if this goes through, PINT, giving 2 frees away and possibly 2 goals.
Yaron's just taking her time there as the players push back onto the goal line. It's a bit of a tight angle.
Wonder if she'll play on and go for snap, Liz. That's her preferred option normally.
I don't think I've ever seen her take a set shot.
Kicks on the way now. It looks like it's drifting across the face. No, it's not.
Wow.
In fact, it's through for a goal. So, yeah, so real efficiency going forward for Tars. A couple of free kicks and a couple of goals.
She's a really damaging player, Madison Yaron. We've seen the impact she can have in just little spurts in the last few weeks, haven't we, Stu?
Definitely have, yeah. So we've covered Waratah probably 3 games in a row now, and yeah, she's been one of the sparks for them in the forward line, that's for sure.
And PINT will want to lock down Waratah's now, Michaela, so that this scoring doesn't get out of hand.
Yeah, they will. What are we at? 7 minutes already.
Yep.
Yeah, they've got to get a goal on the board this quarter.
So
Waratah haven't come out and not playing any better, are they? They've just got those 2 goals from 2 free kicks.
Just taking their opportunities, really.
Yeah.
Yep. So we've got a ball up between half forward and centre here. Umpire Sam Cunningham throws it up. Up high was Molly Cooper. She was terrific last week, almost best player for Tars last week, and she started well again today.
Maddie Galt's got the free kick there. She was held without the ball.
She's a jet too, Maddie, isn't she? Young and just willing to go all day.
Snap around the corner. Oh, good defensive work there, and the ball's cleared away. But Tars have got some players there. Opportunity. Bree Martin looked like she wasn't keen to pick up the ball, but got tackled without it and won the free kick.
She's another one with a lot of experience. She's played in 5 winning grand finals.
Gee, that's a good-looking kick towards the line. Lauren O'Shea gets her hands to the ball, but just spills off and over for a minor score. So, yeah, another free kick inside 50 for Tars. It's obviously hurting PINT at the moment. Kick comes to the outer side, and Katie Stretter's on the end of that. Plays on straight away, looking for options down the field. She keeps it close to the boundary line. Ball spills out in the contest, and now it's Rihanna Fecht in front. She's tackled a bit clumsily, but no free kick, and we'll have a boundary throw in. So in front of the TIO Stadium scoreboard on the outer side, shows Waratah with a 2-goal lead at the 9-minute mark of this first quarter. It out goes to Tars' advantage, but fighting hard on the ground, the Waratah players, and rewarded with a free kick out there. The PINT players, sorry.
Glad it went PINT's way, because Amy Chidich was just sitting there on her own for a while, waiting for the ball.
Michaela, we were saying before the game that Erin Hetherington is missing for PINT today. She got concussed in last week's game, and she'll be a big out for them.
Yeah, huge. I've played against her, like the first game I played up here, and her willingness to drive out a half-back, oh, well done.
Fantastic tackle there by Stretter on Maddie Galt.
They're going to rely on her all day. Yeah, no, it's a big loss for PINT without Erin today. And she's got a good kick too at a half-back, which they'll miss. But unfortunately didn't get cleared with the concussion rule. So hopefully they can win for her and get into it next year. Here comes Cassie Henderson back on, captain. Australian judo champion Cassie Henderson. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. We love fun facts when we're commentating, don't we, Stu?
Yes.
She'll tackle all day.
So, cross half back, Hand pass comes forward from Izzy Rapson. Maddie Galt's in there again. Drives the ball along towards half forward. Oh, a strong overhead mark. Taken there by sneaky Sue Nalder at half forward. She's looking for her options now. Maddie Galt missed out last week, I think. I don't think she played, Liz.
No, I don't think she played, and it's good to see Sue Nolder out there because when the siren went last week, she came off injured, so I think she got a bit of a knock in the dying minutes of the game. So as we see Aggie Singh.
Bit of a wrestle down forward.
Yeah,
there is, and it's
free kick to Amy Chittick.
Oh. Right
in front
at the
of
end of the goal square.
So another free kick for Waratah in their goal area.
Is that just undisciplined footy by PINT? They can't surely give away 3 free kicks for 3 goals.
Chitty
has
hit the post.
Post there, so.
Well, PINT will take that.
Chitty was leading goal kicker last year, so she won't be happy with herself about missing that one. She loves a goal. As we just wait for the ball to come back in. So at the 11.5 minute mark, we've got Waratah 2-2-14, leading PINT 1 behind.
Kate Green it is with the kick-in duties. She runs out of the goal square now and drives towards this grandstand side, but the ball falls short. Gemma Cusack forces it forward.
You've got to pick that up, don't you?
Yeah.
2 hands.
But fortunately for PINT, they had some players in support and managed to work the ball out towards half-back. Laura Clegg kicks it forward now, and Erin Peachy's first there, but she's bundled to the ground. Hand pass comes back and a chip inside. Purin Tatameri now for Waratah. Sees a player free, Sue Nalder, and hits her in the forward line. She goes straight away towards the goal. It's going to bounce over the top of the pack and through for Tar's 3rd goal. So moving the ball quickly, left with a bit of a vacant goal square. And Tars again taking their opportunities going forward.
Yeah, great vision there by Purin Tatameri. You know, she's only young, but she's played at this top level for the last few years, and we've seen how damaging she can be in the last few weeks, and she's a real key player for Tars. So to get that ball into Sue Nalder was really well done.
So yeah, PINT came out, looked really settled early and looked on top of it, but 3 goals now against them, and really they need to hit the scoreboard and start clawing back this lead as soon as they can. So they've got getting their hands on the ball a fair bit, just not using it as well as Tars are, I don't think, and not taking their opportunities.
And there's still probably 5 minutes to go this quarter, so they don't want to wait till quarter time. They want to get in there now.
Yeah, it's really important to not drop heads early. They've just got to keep in it.
Lisa Roberts gets that clearance for Tars out in front of Nalder now. She picks up and swings around, chips inside 50, but that's gone past her teammate there. And it's Lara Clegg working back for PINT. Ball's caught underneath the pack of players there. It spills out now. A bit of a dribble kick forward, and now the opportunity for Tars with the centering ball. Oh, almost a mark over there, but good defensive work, and now good handball, and Stratter runs out of defence for PINT, tries a bounce, loses control, but keeps it in front of her. Now she's under plenty of pressure, but gets a good hand pass out, and PINT managed to get it outside of defensive 50. Waratah have got some numbers down here though, but they're still fighting hard on the ground. Ball's tapped out the back. Purin Tatameri picks it up and hooks around the corner forward. Again, good defensive work by PINT, but Waratah first to recover, and Aggie Singh gets the kick in.
Oh, she hasn't got it.
A good tackle. Good tackle. No, incorrect disposal there, and a free kick to PINT. Right in there.
They need some structured footy here. PINT, I think, a couple of marks to help them bring it down.
Yeah.
Seems a bit scrappy trying to get it out of there.
Lisa Roberts picks up, hooks towards the top of the goal square, and Sue Nalder's there, of course, on the end of that red at best, and made terrific position.
How good was that kick by Robbo then?
They're leading well too, Waratah. They seem very structured in their forward 50.
Yeah, and Sue Nalder will always use her body and have it in front, and she just gives herself that opportunity to take the mark every time. And they've played a lot of footy together, Lisa Roberts and Sue Nalder, so they know each other's game inside and out. As we see Sue go back for her shot on goal.
Yep, a really reliable shot at goal, Sue Nalder, and That's her second in a row.
Yeah. So at the 15-minute mark, we've got Waratah 4-2-26, leading Pint 1 behind.
Yeah, so obviously Waratah were the benchmark through the season, finished on top of the ladder by a fair margin, and a bit of an upset perhaps in the first final last week, although they're yet to beat Southern Districts this year, so they're obviously looking to regain the form that they've had for most of the season and get another crack at it next week in the grand final.
They're playing their own game this week, Waratah, whereas Crocs didn't let them do that last week. So this could end up a high-scoring game for them.
It's a free kick against Waratah this time. Called for a throw, I think.
So we're going to be on there, Waratah.
Chittick, yeah, the ball, they were out in some space for sure.
They're going to have to try and convert here, Pint. They really need something late in this quarter.
Casey Morris drives it forward, but reading it best there was Claudia Fabrice for Waratah across half-back, and she took the intercept mark. Now she looks to go wide to the outer side, out in front of Lisa Roberts there. She's got a few Pint opponents though, but Roberts is first there, picks up, is tackled, swung around, but managed to get it out. Chittick's out there to help her, and managed to keep the ball inside, towed forward by Roberts. Maddie Galt coming in now for Tars, picks up, hand passes inboard, but Pint the opportunity to bring it out. A couple of hand passes and then a kick forward. Fabrice couldn't hold on to that mark, and now the ball's still being forced forward by Pint. Hand pass inboard, and Erin Peachy there is tackled with the ball and penalised for incorrect disposal, and Taryn O'Hare, I think that is, kicks forward.
And there's the siren for quarter time. So Waratah 4-2-26, leading Pint 1 behind. Waratah goal kickers Maddie Yaron, 2 to Sue Nelda and 1 to Aggie Singh. We'll be back after a short break.
You are one of almost 140,000 people living in an area at risk of being affected by a cyclone this wet season. In your cyclone kit, you will need a battery-operated radio and torch with spare batteries, enough food and at least 10 litres of water per person to sustain you and your family for 72 hours or more. Remember, all important documentation such as passports, photos and insurance policies should be kept in a safe and waterproof place. Be prepared this wet season. Brought to you by TIO.
Oh, yeah! Gee, she got a good leg on her, right? What a show-off.
Did you see my goal?
Hey.
I thought I played a deadly game.
You should be ashamed of yourself and showing off and asking for all that attention. And looking like that?
You can do something to change the ending.
Did you see my goal?
Hey.
I thought I played a deadly game.
What? You should be ashamed of yourself and showing off and asking for all that attention. And looking like that?
Is this you right?
You want to come over to the club with us?
What? You're not going anywhere. You're coming with me.
Come on, Bruss. What are you going on about? Look what you're wearing. It's the same thing. We're going, having a chat.
You can change how it plays out.
Hey, bro, you all right or what? Come on, man. Let's go have a chat. Gotta be better, man. What's been going on?
Do something to change the ending. It's everyone's responsibility to prevent violence.
So we can feel forever, yeah, feel together, being real together. No one can stop. No one can stop. Nothing can ever bring me down.
We've always done it tough in the Territory because tough always has to be done, and where the needs of many sometimes require the actions of one. As we head into the storm season, Power and Water is committed to doing what needs to be done, building and maintaining the engine room of the Territory, investing in our communities, and always focused on one thing: protecting what's truly precious. To protect your loved ones this storm season, visit powerwater.com.au/prepare for tips and fact sheets.
CFS Schoolwear is the perfect choice for quality custom-made school uniforms. Ideal clothing for all school-related activities, whether it's 50 or 500 students, we have what you need. Contact the Cricket and Football Shop NT for your free CFS Schoolwear quote today.
Let's see. Roma, Verona?
Perhaps Barcelona.
Make your dream holiday a reality. Book your next getaway at Flight Centre with interest-free holidays and flexible repayment options.
Best in the air.
And everywhere.
Flight Centre.
Intersport, new concept store now open in Casuarina Square. Come in and check out a world-class shopping experience.
Dedicated sports zones.
Now stocking only the biggest brands in tennis, cricket, fitness from treadmills to benches, boxing, swimming, darts, pool and table tennis. For awesome service and advice, still locally owned and operated, the all-new Intersport concept store.
Now open at Casuarina Square.
We're here for when the heavens open and the winds howl. We're here for when the water just won't stop. We're here for the wet and we're here for the dry. We're here because we know there's nowhere else you'd rather be.
And there's nowhere else we'd rather be either. TIO Home Insurance. We're for Territorians.
Well, welcome back to TIO Stadium in Darwin, where we've got the women's semi-final between Waratah and PINT. Waratah 4-2-26 are leading PINT one behind. Michaela, what do you think the coaches would have had to say to the PINT girls at quarter time?
I think Waratah's, just keep it as they were doing. Their inside 50s are proving good kicks and they're playing some good structured footy inside 50 and obviously converting well. PINT probably a little bit more disciplined footy. And they've really got to get it out of the middle, win the clearance.
Mm-hmm.
So the ball up to start the second quarter. Up high was Molly Cooper winning that hit out for Tars again. But it's a bit of a scramble on the ground and ball's caught inside. And Casey Morris hands it back to umpire Cunningham and we'll have a restart. So up high again, but no clear hit out. Fighting hard on the ball. Lisa Roberts in there over the top. Again, a stalemate. So this time it's Marcusson wins a hit out for PINT, but picked up in there by Cooper and driven forward for Tars. Nolder on the end of this one picks up, breaks through a couple of tackles and drives them deep forward now. Lauren O'Shea on the end of this. Couldn't hold the mark, slips over after she picks up the ball, knocks it clear, but again there's plenty of numbers around the ball, and it's a free kick been found here for PINT for dragging the ball in and getting held with it. So obviously umpire Schmode looking to get the game opened up, and that's what we'd like to see as well, obviously.
Yeah.
Tars with the opportunity now, but a good smother there by Stretter, but picked up by Galt for Tars, and she drives them inside 50. Maggie Singh swings around, centres the ball towards centre half forward. It was a good kick. Nolder got her hands to it, couldn't quite hold the mark, but
got the free
kick. Oh, not again. That's exactly what the coach would have said not to do, I reckon.
No more free kicks.
Yeah. It's hard though because Nalda's such a good player over the ball. You don't want to give her space to get away, so you want to keep the pressure on her, but you can't do it by hanging on and giving away free kicks, unfortunately.
Sure, the distance. Oh, she's gone short.
Seeing the lead from Chittick, and it's a beautiful pass out in front. No chance of cutting that one off by the PINT defender.
We saw Chitty hit the post in the first quarter, so she'll be looking for her first goal. She might take her time here and
Kicks on the way. Looks like she started that right, swinging back, but not quite enough. And in fact hit the post. So another minus score. And
Now this would be interesting to see how much of a breeze there is. The flags are obviously very strong, but Pint need to be able to bring it down here.
Stretter on the end of this one, looks to break the tackle. She does that, has a bounce now, and drives the ball. It's not her best kick, and gives Cusack the opportunity for Tar. She's done well in there to pick up and drive it forward. Maddie Galt has the ball at her feet now. Picks up, but smothered again by Stretter. And now Pint with the kick out, but Gemma Cusack's on the end of this one. Picks up, looks to run and break the tackle. Runs inside 50, kicks forward. Again, O'Shea was on the end of that and couldn't hold on to the mark. Yaron gets a hand pass back to Cusack. She drives towards the top of the goal square, but
good
chipping in
position.
there. Mark's taken by Lucinda Hamilton for Pints. She's looking to clear to the outer side, and ball just over the head of her teammate there, but picked up and hand pass forward. But
They've got numbers here, don't they, Waratah?
Half forward now. No one can pick it up cleanly at the moment, and there's a wrestle on for the ball. It spills out now, and umpire Cheryl Schmode has found a free kick for Pint again in defensive 50, so they can relieve the pressure a bit on that. It's not the best kick, but they've still got some players there. Unfortunately, falls into the hands of Bree Martin. She drives it forward. Naldo takes a fantastic falling mark. Not paid.
Not 15.
Play on's the call. And
I think Nalda's hurt herself
I think she has hurt herself in that contest.
Yep.
Getting up very slowly. But meantime, we've got a ball up just at the top of the centre square, the goal square. Chittick picks up, is tackled, gets a hand pass back. Bree Martin there kicks forward, but that's way offline and out of bounds on the full in the right forward pocket.
Well, of course, the winner of this game will move to the grand final next week to play the winner of Southern Districts versus Durham Buffaloes, which is coming up next, and a big women's grand final day next weekend. That'll be a 4:30 game with the under-18 girls beforehand, which will be St Mary's and Buffaloes.
So the clearing kick for Pint, but Waratah's out there. Throws the call, and it'll be a free kick to Pint at half-back. Yeah, so the two semi-finals today, obviously two knockout finals. The two winners play off next week in the grand final. Ball's out towards the wing, where Pint looking to mount their first attacking move for the quarter, but it's held up, and we'll have a ball up right on the outer wing.
And speaking of grand finals, I think Waratah have been in 8 out of the last 9, so they've certainly been the yardstick for the last decade in women's footy, as we see Katie Stretter push that ball forward.
Gemma Cusack there, too strong at half-back. Won the ball and kicked forward, but chopped off by Cara Evans for Pint. She drives them inside 50 again. And now the opportunity running onto the ball. A hook around the corner towards goal.
Wow.
Looks pretty good.
Well done.
And it's through. Jessie Bormer. It's the first time we've called her, Liz, but she, I think she kicked 4 last week in the winning elimination final, and that was a terrific pick-up and finish, and gives Pint a bit of hope. The first goal for the quarter goes to Pint, so they've narrowed that margin a bit. Obviously, they've still got a bit of work to do, but that'll give them plenty of encouragement.
Yeah, that'll give them plenty of confidence. So at the 6.5-minute mark, Waratah 4-3-27 to Pint 1-1-7. Michaela, the Pints would be happy with that.
Yeah, definitely. Watching it, I was like, oh, she had opportunity to get off the hands, but she obviously has confidence in her own kick, kicking 4 last week. I think she's actually their leading goal kicker for Pint this season too. So it's great that she's been able to do that for them.
So back in the centre of the ground now, and Tar's looking to go forward. Gemma Cusack's in there, but she's been penalised for a kicking in danger free kick, and it'll be Cassie Henderson who come up and take the free kick.
And she's captain too, Cass, so she'll be wanting to really get this driving forward, this kick here.
So Tar's got them all paired off at this stage. She drives it straight down the ground. Lisa Roberts chips in, couldn't hold the mark this time, and now ball on the ground, and Pint have the chance going forward inside 50. Strong contest for the ball there, and now Pints have some numbers in support. Some beautiful work there by Kristen Smits. Picks up and drives towards the top of the goal square. It goes over the back of the pack.
Kick it.
On the boot.
Oh, here they come.
It's Rhiannon Fecht, and that's 2 goals in a couple of minutes for Pints, and they're right back in the game now, and you can see the enthusiasm in the players, and of course they'd be delighted with getting those couple of goals, and some real belief back in the team now.
I didn't mean to get too excited there, but it was good to have a game on our hands, and you could just see Fecht over the back there waiting for that loose ball to come out and get that through the goals. But well done there, as you said, Stu, by Kristen Smits, or Pidge as she's known. I played a lot of netball with Pidge, and she's a good sportswoman.
That's good team footy too by Pine. That's what they need. They can't just rely on 1 or 2 players. But there was probably 4 players there in that to get that goal.
Yeah, and Michaela, you said in the first quarter that Waratah weren't really playing that much better than Pint, just taking their opportunities, and now that the pendulum sort of swung a bit, and Pint have taken a couple of opportunities when they've gone forward this quarter. So
maybe the Pint end is the goal scoring end, Stu. They've got the home crowd up that end, so they'll be wanting to turn it on. Good hands.
Good mark.
Terrific overhead mark by Smits.
Makes a difference, doesn't it? Clean kick, clean mark in women's footy.
Absolutely. And move the ball quickly and get it in space. It drives down the line now, but chipping across. Waratah chop that one off.
These teams have played twice this year, with Waratah winning both times, and the last time they played in round 16, so it was a few weeks ago, as we see Kristen Smith take another great mark there on the wing, right in front of the grandstand.
She was happy to slow the ball down there too.
And kick to a 3-on-1, and a really good mark there by Jacqueline Downey. Yeah.
Nearly a one-hander.
Pint have got the numbers if they can just get the ball out.
Yeah, comes out the back now. Quick hand pass back into the pack probably wasn't what was needed there, but an opportunity now. Now Stratter's on the end of this one, kicks towards goal, but offline for a minor score. But Pint doing all the attacking in the last 5 minutes, and their crowds come to life, and they've got a big following. I noticed that last week when I walked into the ground and the game was close. They were really vocal.
I think their men are playing at the same time today, so that's good. They've got a big crowd. They're Div 1. Oh, great mark.
Fantastic mark taken there. I think that's Lucinda Hamilton.
She's done really well this season out of half-back.
Kicks down towards half-forward there, and Pint again driving the ball inside 50. Got a player in some space here, but it goes over her head. But picked up and kicked towards goal again. Just bouncing the wrong side of the goalpost there, and that was Jessie Baumer again. But
you don't often see number 77 on the back of a footballer's back. Michaela, you pointed that out before the game.
Yeah, well, I'm 44 back home, and I thought that was high. This is good, though. We've got a game on our hands. Pine are getting themselves involved in the footy again.
Stratter spilt that mark and was tackled straight away, but recovers well and gets a hand pass out. Some hard work over the ball. Stratter's in there again, picks up cleanly now, gets the hand pass inboard, and Pint another opportunity going forward. Hook kick around the corner, but Waratah have got some numbers back there, but the ball spills Pint's way again.
Hands.
Picked up and kicked towards goal.
It's Kristen Smith again.
But
she's having a great quarter.
Forced through for a minor score. Yeah, Liz, you were talking about the last time they played, which was round 16, and in fact Pint led at 3/4 time in that game and just got overrun a bit in the end. But so they don't fear Waratah. I think they can match it with them, and they're certainly showing that in the early stages of this second quarter.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm really pleased that they've come out firing in the second quarter after Waratah sort of got on top of them at the start, and that'll give them some confidence for the rest of the game.
So Tar's driving the ball down the outer wing now, keeping it close to the boundary line. That kick goes over the boundary line. It should be a free kick to Pint for the
last touch
rule.
rule.
That killed us last week with the wind, Nightcliff and Buffs.
Yeah, if it's a windy game, it's a terrible rule. But it happens to both teams, so you
That's
just
it.
got to deal with it.
Oh, some strong work there, and the whistle's gone.
Wow.
It'll be a Pint free kick, which was lucky
trip.
for them because Claudia Fabris had the ball and she was away. But Pint's again going forward. But Lisa Roberts has read that one best. And
Yeah, better position
takes
there.
the mark. Kicks towards the outer side where she's got a spare player in Taryn O'Hare, but the ball bounces past her and out of bounds. So that'll be a throw-in, I think, because it was kicked from inside the defensive 50.
We haven't mentioned the coaches yet today, but Trudy Hopgood is leading Waratah. Well, Katie Streeter's a playing coach out there, but Jazz Bucks is on the sideline, who is also a playing coach, but she's down there. I think she's out. She got injured in last week's game, so she's coaching from the sidelines today.
Yeah, so that's 2 big outs for Pint this week.
And of course, Jazz's husband Chris is the coach of Nightcliff Tigers, who will play St Mary's tonight. The winner of that game will go straight through to the men's grand final in 2 weeks, so that'll be an absolute cracker of a game.
Yeah, Buxy's done well with that team. The boys are pretty pumped to get out there tonight.
Yeah. With your Nightcliff shirt on there.
Oh, I've got it ready to put on. Sure do. We've got 3 of them playing today.
I'll put my St Mary's one on later.
Ellie Ryan it was with that free kick, kicked in short, but Waratah clean it up through Taryn O'Hare. Kicks towards the wing on the outer side. O'Shea was first there, overrun the ball, and Pint driving forward again, but again into the hands of O'Hare, across half-back.
Pint just need to raise their eyes when they're kicking in, because they've done that 2 or 3 times in this quarter now and kicked straight to a Waratah player.
It's a bit of hope for the best, I think, at the moment.
Streater again for Pint,
Well
runs
done.
away this time and kicks inside 50, but
To a
little
4-on-1.
Waratah numbers there.
What did we say? Yeah.
And Lisa Roberts was there and chopped it off. She's kicking inside the corridor still, and Waratah had 4-on-1 at half-back and 4-on-2
No.
in the forward line. So free kick to Chittick there. She's looking to move the ball on quickly, and that's a good kick out in front. Oh, a bit of a misunderstanding between the 2 Waratah players. Pip Cox picks it up now, hand passes inboard to Yaron. And Yaron kicks down. Oh, good mark taken there by one of the Hunter girls, Monet Hunter.
Loz O'Shea on her own.
Kicked
Directly in front.
And that's
Yep.
a beautiful kick.
Great vision by Hunter there.
Yep. Just really the complete opposite to what we've seen from Pint going forward. They've just blasted it forward, and Pint a couple of kicks hitting targets, and now they find themselves with a set shot at goal from only about 15 metres out.
The Pint defender, she was trying to do the right thing there and drop back and mark the goal square, but it just left O'Shea loose at the top, and she's gone back
And missed.
Wow.
A let
It's
off there.
let off, yeah. So they just need to talk and have some communication between the players there. If you're going to drop off your play, you need to call other people back to cover. But yeah, the 15.5-minute mark, we've got Waratah 4-3-27 leading Pint 2-4-16, and Waratah have just scored that point this quarter.
And
28,
good
sorry.
kick in. Pint working the ball towards the outer side. And ball smothered off the boot. Gemma Cusack again picks up, drives forward. She's got a player in some space, but it goes over her head. Strong work out of half-back.
Well done.
And the forward hand pass by Pennyfather, but the player's under plenty of pressure there. And
That's Peachy just got caught.
yep, and free kick to Roberts again for Waratah. She's taking her time. The siren beats her. So just the 2 goals in that quarter, both to Pints, and really closed up the margin and given us a real contest to look forward to in the second half.
That's right. So as we go to the break, Waratah 4-4-28, a leading Pint 2-4-16. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a few minutes.
You are one of almost 140,000 people living in an area at risk of being affected by a cyclone this wet season. In your cyclone kit, you will need a battery-operated radio and torch with spare batteries, enough food and at least 10 litres of water per person to sustain you and your family for 72 hours or more. Remember, all important documentation such as passports, photos and insurance policies should be kept in a safe and waterproof place. Be prepared this wet season. Brought to you by TIO.
Wow, what a deadly player. Gee, she got a good leg on her, eh? What a show-off.
You got that goal at the end.
Hey, babe.
Hey, girls.
You right?
Hey, we're just talking about...
You're loving all this attention. Who are you trying to impress?
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean.
I'm not trying to do anything.
You can do something to change the ending.
Wow, what a deadly player. Gee, she got a good leg on her, eh? What a show-off.
Yeah, isn't that a part of the game?
Yeah, come on, bro. You should be proud of her. She's a deadly player.
Pretty good at it. Unbelievable game. Unbelievable.
Hey, babe.
Hey, what up?
Did you see my goal?
Oh, it was deadly.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty sick. I couldn't believe I got it.
Do something to change the ending. You can change how it plays out. It's everyone's responsibility to prevent violence.
Absolutely zero.
Zero.
Yeah, definitely.
It has to be zero.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I don't think that's asking too much.
kilonewton centrifugal force, infrared remote control.
How does he do it?
24.5 kilowatt diesel motor.
He doesn't just know how to operate every piece of Kennard's high gear we get in, but also its service details, its safety checks. I know.
It's as if he can hypnotise each piece.
Give me 2 passes with sauce. Coffee white with 1 bun with icing. No pink icing.
Yep, no worries, Terry.
Time to escape, cause I'm in need of warmer weather. Sail upon the stream to find there's someplace better. And I'm going far and wide. Ooh.
Great Northern Brewing Co., the beer from up here.
Looking for the best and brightest to join your team? At Quality People, we specialise in finding quality, hard-to-get professionals, and we have an office right here in Darwin. Kick your recruitment goals with Quality People. qualitypeople.com.au.
Now that's quality.
On Territory roads, anything can happen, so you need to drive to the conditions. Speeding can get you into all sorts of trouble. Dirt roads aren't just dusty. When it's hard to see, they're dangerous. At water crossings, remember, you're driving a motor car, not a boat. High water can be deep trouble.
We're here for when the heavens open and the winds howl. We're here for when the water just won't stop. We're here for the wet, and we're here for the dry. We're here because we know there's nowhere else you'd rather be.
And there's nowhere else we'd rather be either. TIO Home Insurance. We're for Territorians.
Choosing a health fund can be tricky. Some are too big, too small, or just not right at all. But with Territory Health Fund, you can make sure your cover is the right fit.
The NTFL clubs and umpires would like to share the following events and messages and thank their sponsors.
Getting my hands on the footy and just being with my mates.
I like being outdoors. It just makes me happy. I don't like it when I get yelled at.
It's pretty embarrassing when someone's shouting at you halfway through the game.
It makes me feel like I'm useless and I can't do anything.
We're just kids.
We're just here to have fun.
Let us do what we love.
Just let kids be kids.
For more information, please visit the relevant club or umpire's Facebook page.
Well, welcome back to TIO Stadium in Darwin for the semi-final here between Waratah and PINT. Back for the third quarter, we've got Waratah 4-4-28, leading PINT 2-4-16, but it was all PINT that quarter, just holding Waratah to 2 points while they kicked a couple of goals, Stu.
It was, and we were a bit worried at quarter time that the game might get away from PINT, but they really fought back, took their opportunities going forward, and have set up what should be a really good second half contest.
And Michaela, what do you think the coaches had to say for both teams at half time?
Yeah, this is really important, the premiership quarter here, especially in the breeze. But, I mean, Waratah aren't doing too much wrong. It'd be nice if they could get, a bit more conversion rate, 4-4. But PINT, they've just got to get amongst it. They've got to find the better position, stay in front.
So we're underway again. Stretter for PINT. Bursting out of the centre, gets the clearance inside forward 50 and finds her teammate Smits, who took some important marks in that second quarter, and she's started again here with a mark about 35 out from goal directly in front.
We just spoke in the break about Cassie Henderson probably stepping up in this second half for her team, and she's the one who got it out to Stretter there.
So Smits looked to pass off there, but didn't find her teammates. Picked up and kicked towards goal again by Baumer, but offline, and a minor score to start the scoring in the third quarter inside the first minute. So PINT straight into attack again, and Waratah with the work to do to work it out of defence.
Really important for PINT to lock it in here.
So kick comes outside defensive 50 now. Stretter's there for PINT. She avoids a couple of tackles, eventually gets a hand pass across.
Good
heavy
bump.
body work there, and as a result the throw has been called, and Gemma Cusack takes the free kick for Waratah. Some clever work there by Aggie Singh. Hand passes in front of herself, regathers, picks up, kicks towards half forward. Monet Hunter there for Waratah, fighting for the ball on the ground. It's getting willing in the contest now. Ooh, and
wow.
Holding the ball, decision given there. And it's Singh for Waratah. Kicks long and deep into the forward line.
Oh, well done.
Great smother there. And PINT the chance to clear away through Cassie Henderson.
2 disposals already for Cassie this quarter.
I think she heard you, Michaela. The message got down.
Oh, here she goes again.
Running out of defence now and chips it back inside, but only as far as Lisa Roberts.
Just that positioning again, just got caught behind.
So Roberts a bit frustrated with the lack of movement forward. Goes long now, and Nolda comes out and meets that one on the bounce. Gets a hand pass over the top. Cox forcing it forward for Tara. A kick off the ground there by Yaron, but PINT are going to be first back here. Oh, shrugs the tackle there. Henderson again, and kicks straight down the middle of the ground, but it's Roberts again for Tara, who pumps it back in, but not to the advantage of her teammates. And PINT come out, but it's a loose player there.
It's Becky Pryor, I think.
Pryor.
Yeah.
So PINT have had enough of the ball already, but we're just not being able to, or they're not being able to kick it to that target like Waratahs are able to do.
I think Lisa Roberts has just had 5 possessions in the last 2 minutes as well, so I think they need to keep it away from her.
Aggie Singh now picks up the ball but loses her footing, gets a hand pass back inside.
Too easy.
There's a free kick been paid though.
Oh, wow.
And the ball's coming back, so it's not to the advantage of Waratah. It's their free kick. Nalda had taken the mark in the goal square, but the whistle had gone prior to the kick going in.
So Aggie Singh's got it again. She's also started the quarter well, and I think Aggie won the Under-18 Women's Award last year. She's made that step up, and also playing down in Essendon with the VFL team.
Yeah, that's a great opportunity for a couple of the girls to get down to Melbourne for the VFL season.
We've got Frida Purantada-Mary from Palmerston and Jamie Lee Pojimi from St Mary's, so good to have a crew of them, of the NT girls down there together.
So Aggie Singh got plenty on the kick, but was offline and a minor score only, so 1 point each in this quarter. And now the ball being brought back in by Kate Green. The PINT towards the outer side, but it's going to trickle out of bounds there.
Stretter did well to get a hand on it there, otherwise it... Oh, no. Did she or didn't
Well,
she? No.
Didn't she run out of the goal square, so that to play on anyway?
Umpires have called a throw in.
Good decision. She's been their target out of halfback too, Katie. So she's having to be everywhere today for them.
So the ball slapped back inboard. Roberts in and under, gets a hand pass across to Fabrice. She kicks the ball forward, but that's bouncing towards the boundary line. It's picked up by O'Shea now. Gets a kick back inboard. Oh, overrunning the ball there, and O'Shea's got another opportunity. She's tackled, but tackled high is the umpire's call, and she'll go back and take a shot at goal from a reasonably acute angle in the left forward pocket, kicking towards the airport end. O'Shea's kick on the way now. Goal umpire's made a bit of ground, but yeah, got it, snuck it inside that left-hand goalpost from the tight angle, and that's a good finish. And the start that Waratah would have been looking for after conceding the only 2 goals in the second quarter.
Yeah, as you said, Stu, Waratah haven't kicked a goal since the first quarter, so well done by Lauren O'Shea. And, you know, she's played in 7 grand finals and won 6 of them, so she's got a lot of experience, and she'd be the tallest probably player out there, I reckon. So well done, Loz, to kick that goal.
So she looks like she's moved out to centre half forward now out of the goal square, and Mono Hunter's in the goal square for Tars.
I don't think Pine have got that tall player that can pick her up. But anyway, 6-minute mark of the third quarter. We've got Waratah 5-5-35, leading Pint 2-5-17.
So Gemma Cusack in the ruck now for Waratah. Stretter's in there, gets a hand pass across, kick smothered, but another opportunity, and kick out wide by Cara Evans for Pint. And they've got the opportunity to be first to the ball, but couldn't control it. Roberts was in there again, got the hand pass forward. Singh picks up and slings it forward. But it's all Pint here, and the opportunity to go forward again. Kick comes in from Markison, but it's chopped off across half back by Renee Dearman. Oh, a push there. Play on's the call. Push in the side was the umpire judged. Ball's on the ground on the outer half forward flank. It spills out now, and kicked off the ground there by Stretter. Cusack's first back.
She just throws her body on the line. You can see why she's had 5 broken noses from footy.
Good tackle.
Stretter's in there again. Oh, high tackle's been called.
I think even Waratah thought that was her free then.
So it's Maddie Galt that's going to get the free kick here.
It's a dangerous time to be coming off onto the bench.
Very.
She probably thought it was their free kick as well. So the ball's held up in there, and we've got a ball up on the outer side. Markison's just come on the ground. She would be in the ruck, but she can't get to that contest in time. And the ball's held up. Another contest. Markison's there now for Pint. Ball comes towards the 50-metre line, and a free kick's been found.
Yarran.
Down Waratah way.
There you go. There's a lead straight up the middle.
Yeah, great vision.
Maybe Singh sitting under this one, and made some space, and Yarran was onto it quickly. Singh plays on now, kicks towards goal. The kick looks pretty good. Oh, smashes into the goal post.
It's our third poster today.
You can't afford to leave her on her own inside 50 though, can you?
No.
Dangerous.
So
This must be a set play here when they hold the footy up there. Every time.
That kick let them down, and Sue Nolder's taken the intercept mark, and she'll definitely have a look at the goals.
And that's exactly where Erin Hetherington would. She's got a good 40-metre, 45-metre kick just to get it out of that 50.
So Yarran got tackled with the ball. It spilled out. And Matty Galt's in there over the top. Couldn't pick it up, and it's towed off the ground, and Pints work it out of their defensive 50. Some good work in there by Renee Dearman, hand passed it inboard. Puruntatameri now kicks the ball forward. Chittick in the marking contest there, but on the ground it's picked up and driven away by Rhiannon Fecht.
Oh, it's nearly a coat hanger.
Over the back there was Matisse Hunter for Tars. Free kick's been found. It's going Pints' way.
Is that Erin Peachy? She's my physio, actually. I just started with her yesterday.
She might need some physio on her nose after that one. But she's got the free kick, and Pints will look to get it inside their 50.
Oh, ball comes to the ground. Smits picks up, kicks forward. We've got a one-on-one contest here. Oh, the bounce doesn't favour Borma.
Well done.
And Tars again with the opportunity coming out of defence. Madison Gissing gets it to Fabrice, but her kick's chopped off there by Abby Glasser.
She's played on.
Played on straight away. But there's a nest of Waratah players there. But wrapped up straight away, and we should have a ball up here. Just outside forward 50 for Pint.
Pint are using the centre corridor a lot, I've noticed today. It might be worth trying to change it up, get it down the boundary.
And you can see Waratah, they'll tap the ball out to the side because they know they've got a runner on most times.
On the wings, yeah.
Yeah, on the wing.
Cusack strong in that ruck contest, got the tap forward, and then Puruntatameri got onto the end of it and kicked forward. Ball's inside the centre square now, and Strader breaks away from that pack and kicks forward. Opportunity here for Pennyfather, but she's under plenty of pressure from Pryor. The numbers come in support now, and the ball's locked up on the ground, and we'll have a ball up again towards the outer side of the ground.
So it's probably 5 minutes to go this quarter, and Waratah 5-6-36 are leading Pint 2-5-17, but it's a low scoring quarter so far.
So that ball up eludes the ruck players. Just need to get it worked out now and find some space, but again, ball was trapped in, and another ball up. Umpire Cheryl Schmode. Cusack takes that one uncontested out of the ruck contest and drives the ball towards the outer wing, but it bounces in front of Nolda and out of bounds, and it'll be a free kick for Pint.
This is where we need some leads for Pint. This is what Tars do really well, leading up halfway down the ground, whereas they look pretty stationary out there, Pint.
So the ball's retrieved from over the fence, and kick comes forward, in the hands, but through the back, but a free kick for interference out there. And it's Ellie Ryan, I think, take the free kick on the outer side.
Tars have a spare back down there too. Just sitting in the middle.
So across half back, Tars had the numbers. It's tapped forward now. Puruntatameri over it, but she couldn't pick it up. Kicked off the ground, but Roberts is in the right place, kicks it forward. And now Waratah working the ball forward. Hand pass backwards, but Fabrice is in there for Tars, but picked up nicely there, and Pint get the clearance, and opportunity now out in front. Again, some strong body work. The ball spills out. Strader picks up. She's tackled, gets a hand pass forward. And now Pint through Erin Lavis into half forward, but Pryor back there kicks it out, but it's all Pint here. And now Lisa Bleakley
just another missed kick there.
Forward. Yep. And Lisa Roberts again in defence, towing the ball in front of herself, getting it out of the danger area. She picks up now, drives it forward, but that ball's chopped off, and Lara Clegg takes the mark. Pint probably need to move it reasonably quickly and try to get a score on the board before the end of this third quarter. They've got it inside their forward 50 now. Just need to win some clean ball and give themselves an opportunity.
Yeah, if they want to utilise that breeze in the fourth quarter, they're really important to get a score here.
So we've got another ball up. 14-minute mark of this third quarter. Cusack up high, wins that hit out again. Now kicks it off the ground, but the Pint player had some hands in the vicinity of the ball, and umpires picked that out. And so a free kick and an opportunity here for Jackie Downer for Pint.
If they can get this one, there's no reason why they can't still be in this game.
I thought she was close to the player on the mark. And
happens a lot, I've noticed. The women's, they don't go far back enough.
Soon Alder takes a beautiful overhead mark there inside the centre square.
She's got runners on there too. Yep. That Aggie Singh.
Aggie Singh over the back. Overruns that one, works back onto it now. Kick comes out here. Claudia Fabrice with the opportunity for Tars. Oh, couldn't pick it up cleanly, and she's tackled with the ball, and high tackle is the ball.
Goodness, she asked for that.
Yeah, I thought she ducked into that.
Yeah, Hannah Quayle a bit unfortunate there. The tackle looked pretty good, but anyway, it's Fabrice who drives it inside forward 50 now. Nalder's at the bottom of the pack, gets a hand pass out to Hunter. Her kick's smothered, and Pint have the opportunity to work it out of defence. Kick from Molly Baxter goes towards half-back. Strong body contest there, and Pint went out on that one.
Well done.
Kicked forward by Lisa Bleakley, but working back was Taryn O'Hare, so Siren beats them all as the ball found the centre of the ground, and just the one goal for the quarter was Tars, and gives them a handy break of 19 points going into three-quarter time.
So three-quarter time break, Waratah 5-6-36, lead Pint 2-5-17. We'll be back in a few minutes for the final quarter of this semi-final.
You are one of almost 140,000 people living in an area at risk of being affected by a cyclone this wet season. In your cyclone kit, you will need a battery-operated radio and torch with spare batteries, enough food and at least 10 litres of water per person to sustain you and your family for 72 hours or more. Remember, all important documentation such as passports, photos and insurance policies should be kept in a safe and waterproof place. Be prepared this wet season. Brought to you by TIO.
Oh, yeah! Gee, she got a good leg on her, eh? What a show-off.
Did you see my goal? Hey. I thought I played a deadly game.
You should be ashamed of yourself and showing off and asking for all that attention. And looking like that.
You can do something to change the ending.
Did you see my goal? Hey. I thought I played a deadly game.
What? You should be ashamed of yourself and showing off and asking for all that attention. And looking like that.
Is this your art? You want to come over to the club with us?
What? You're not going anywhere. You're coming with me.
Come on, Bruss. What are you going on about? Look what you're wearing. It's the same thing. We're going. Having a chat.
You can change how it plays out.
Hey, bro, you all right or what? Come on, man. Let's go have a chat. Gotta be better, man. What's going on?
Do something to change the ending. It's everyone's responsibility to prevent violence.
So we can feel forever, yeah, feel together, real together. No one can stop. No one can stop. Nothing can ever bring me down.
We've always done it tough in the Territory because tough always has to be done, and where the needs of many sometimes require the actions of one. As we head into the storm season, Power and Water is committed to doing what needs to be done, building and maintaining the engine room of the Territory, investing in our communities, and always focused on one thing: protecting what's truly precious. To protect your loved ones this storm season, visit powerwater.com.au/prepare for tips and fact sheets.
CFS Schoolwear is the perfect choice for quality custom-made school uniforms. Ideal clothing for all school-related activities, whether it's 50 or 500 students, we have what you need. Contact the Cricket and Football Shop NT for your free CFS Schoolwear quote today.
Let's see. Roma, Verona?
Perhaps Barcelona.
Make your dream holiday a reality. Book your next getaway at Flight Centre with interest-free holidays and flexible repayment options.
Best in the air.
And everywhere.
Flight Centre.
Intersport, new concept store now open in Casuarina Square. Come in and check out a world-class shopping experience.
Dedicated sports zones.
Now stocking only the biggest brands in tennis, cricket, fitness from treadmills to benches, boxing, swimming, darts, pool and table tennis. For awesome service and advice, still locally owned and operated, the all-new Intersport concept store.
Now open at Casuarina Square.
We're here for when the heavens open and the winds howl. We're here for when the water just won't stop. We're here for the wet and we're here for the dry. We're here because we know there's nowhere else you'd rather be.
And there's nowhere else we'd rather be either. TIO Home Insurance. We're for Territorians.
Well, welcome back to TIO Stadium in Darwin for the final quarter of the Women's Premier League semi-final between Waratah and PINT. We've got Waratah 5-6-36 leading PINT 2-5-17, and of course the winner of this game will move straight to the grand final next week to play the winner of Southern Districts and Darwin Buffets, which is coming up after this. Stu, big last quarter coming up.
Yeah, I just noticed Gemma Cusack went into the ruck into that third quarter, and I've just seen Molly Cooper going down to full forward, her thighs heavily strapped, and she was really struggling to move down there. So she was dominant in the ruck last week, and she'll be looking to get that right for next week if Waratah can get over PINTs in this last quarter.
And we were just saying it is a big margin, but last week's game, the games were won in the last quarter, Michaela, so really there's 15 minutes, 16 minutes and anything can happen.
Yeah, it's a long time in footy, isn't it? But I think the person who gets on in the first 5 minutes, I reckon I'm calling the game.
Just see another ball up here in the opening minute.
Cara Evans looked at cop a heavy one and went flying out of that pack, but all fair according to the umpires. Cusack again wins that hit out, but Stretter's first there for PINTs.
It's a good matchup, Maddie Galton, Shredder.
Yeah.
Smits kicking forward for PINT. In fact, that's Cooper back there. In fact, it was full back she was going to, not full forward. But you can see her thigh heavily strapped there. But she did well to take that mark, and it's not restricting her kicking, obviously.
We have seen all the scoring down this end, the PINT Club end, as we call it. So PINTs will be looking forward to keeping that ball down there right now.
Cooper again out of defence. Picked up there by Rapson. Hand pass back to Cooper. She kicks into a dangerous area at half back, but Tars have got the numbers there. And Holly Goodall gets a kick out, but Stretter's on the end of this. She picks up and kicks towards goal. It's offline, dribbling towards the forward pocket. Beautifully picked up there by Baumer. She tried to duck back inside.
Yep.
And
had the arm over the shoulder the whole time in that tackle.
She just didn't have the agility to get around her then, but fortunately for her, she got a high.
I don't even think she realised she had the free kick then, so yeah.
So it's a pretty tough angle in the right forward pocket, but she looks like she's just going to lob it up. It's going right to the goal line.
Kick.
It's on the ground. Off the ground.
There you go, first one.
Erin Peachy that was,
Peachy.
number 10.
And all clear's been given, so a terrific opportunist goal at the foot of the pack there. Had a bit of traffic to work through and picked up and kicked through, and have put PINT right back into this game.
Well, that's exactly the start that PINTs would have wanted, and so just at the 2.5 minute mark of the final quarter, Waratah 5-6-36 lead PINT 3-5-23. So we've definitely got a game on our hands here.
Yeah, that'll give them some confidence there, PINT, to get that first one.
Absolutely. Well done, Erin Peachy, just to keep going, and Waratah could have very easily rushed that ball through behind, so well done, Peachy. Yeah.
So for the restart, Cusack's been getting her hand to most of these. Not this time though, but Roberts is first to the ball on the ground for Tars, picks up now, but
Stretter.
ripped out of her hands by Stretter, and she kicks it forward in front of herself. Cusack's in there now, and she kicks it out into some space. Hand pass forward there, but play on's the call. Henderson tackled with the ball.
It's not often she gets tackled. She's usually the tackler, Cassie.
And umpire Sam Cunningham is going to be very busy in this last quarter. Yeah, both teams are going to leave it all out there.
So Cusack with the bodywork in front, got her hand to the ball, but just fell to the ground and wrapped up again. Markison in front this time, gets her hand to it. Stretter's in and under as usual, but Galt picks up for Tars and drives them out of that dangerous area and forward of half foot. Oh, some heavy work in there. Ball's in and under O'Shea, keeping her feet. Toes it back to Fabrice, but she's tackled.
Great pressure point.
Puts the ball out. O'Shea gets a hand pass.
Oh,
looking for Singer. Gee, there's some
gotta be high.
heavy work going in.
That's got to be high. No.
Umpires have put the whistle away.
I think so. I think he was on the wrong side, so it might have been a bit hard for him to see. But the Pint player is still down.
We can't question how much both of the sides want the win today.
So
Stretter again.
On the end of this one, kicks forward, kicks.
She's got nothing there.
Over the head of Pryor, and looking for a Pryor with her head over the ball. Picks up now. Got the hand pass out. Play on's the call.
There's Erin Peachy again with the pressure there.
O'Hare, cool head, got the hand pass back, but that kicks
out on the full.
Out on the fell, right in front of us here in the grandstand at TIO Stadium. And it'll be Lisa Bleakley to take the free kick for Pint.
Just where's the movement? They need those leads.
Yeah, so Waratah's got the numbers here. Roberts with her hands to the ball, couldn't quite take the mark. And now Stretter again at the bottom of the pack, but she's surrounded by Waratah players. And we'll have a ball up again.
I think we're going to see plenty of Katie Stretter in this last quarter, and she'll show why she was NT Thunder's Women's Club champion in the VFLW last year.
Yeah, she's certainly winning that matchup this quarter against Maddie Galt.
And that was Casey Morris that came off for Pint with that big hit. So she looks like she's off for a bit.
Chittick in there for Tars, got a hand pass and then won the ball back and got a kick forward. Contest in the air, and no one could take it, and umpire Cunningham quickly with the whistle for a ball up this time. So O'Hare doing the ruck work this time, gets the hit out and the kick comes out into some space, but it's Pint there first. Oh, good work over the ball by Hamilton. She's wrapped up now, and umpire Cunningham will come in for another ball up. So there's some real intensity about the game now, and both sides really desperate and hard around the football. Ball smothered again. Purantatameri gets a kick inboard, but well read there by Rhiannon Fecht. She drives it down this wing, and marking contest there. Pryor's first there for Tars. Got her hands on the ball now.
Just got held, I think. Yeah, I think there was a bit of jumper holding going on, which the umpire saw. Maddie Gold.
Oh, good mark.
Under plenty of pressure there.
Yeah, it would have been a free kick if it wasn't a mark over the shoulder there.
Plays on now, runs inboard.
Oh.
Kicks long. She hits the ground after she kicked the ball, but play on's the call. Yaron drives it forward for Tars over the top of the players there, and running back is Monet Hunter. She picks up the ball, but she's tackled straight away. Play on's the call, and now eventually the ball's forced over the boundary line. And we'll have a boundary throw in the right forward pocket for Waratah.
So we're just coming up to the 8-minute mark, and Waratah have still got that 13-point lead, but with the ball down in their forward line, Pints will want to get it out of there pretty quickly.
So ball on the ground, wrapped up in the tackle. Of course, Tars haven't kicked a goal to that end so far today. And you would think that if they could get one now, it would be a pretty tough lead to mow down from Pints.
Yeah, Pint will be ruining that first quarter where they just let Waratah kick 4 goals.
So, but Pint managed to get the clearance here towards half-back pick. Coming in there was Pippa Cox. She was tackled, thrown out the back, but Fabrice picks up for Tars and drives the ball forward. On the ground there is Yaron, hooks around towards the goal square.
Oh, she's dropped it.
Dropped the mark there was Bree Martin, and Pint the opportunity to come out again, but Tars have got some numbers around the ball. Working hard on there, gets a hand pass inside was Madison Gissing, but eventually it's out of bounds in the left forward pocket this time for Tars. So Pint really defending strongly. Oh, bit of work off the ball there.
Yeah, there are. I'm just looking around. There's a few scuffles going on. I think the intensity's certainly lifted.
Finals footy.
That's what we love about it.
So that contest there goes towards Tars' goal again, but Pint with the numbers, but wrapped in the tackle, and we'll have another ball up.
Just chewing up valuable time here, our Waratah.
Yeah, Pint really need to get the ball out in the clear and try to run the ball back towards
See
their
Lisa
goal.
Roberts in there bringing herself into the play.
However, if Pint get it out, you can see Tars, there's about 4 free players on 50.
There it is. Sue Nelda.
No. Free kick's been paid against Nelda by the looks. She bodywork looked pretty strong, but illegal according to umpire Cunningham, and so Pint's still alive here with a free kick right on their last line of defence. But they really need to find some space and get the ball moving down towards their forward line.
Yeah, they need a good kick here.
One thing Pints have struggled with today is their kicking, so they can get a few in a row.
Oh, is that a mark?
Chittick under that one. I think the mark's been paid.
Yep.
Amy Chittick for Tars, so she'll settle things down now and chew up a bit more time off the clock.
She'd want herself a goal today after having previous opportunities.
2 posters.
Kicks on the way now. It's out to the right, and a minor score only.
So 10.5-minute mark. Waratah 5-7-37 and leading Pints 3-5-23.
Yeah, so 15-minute quarters plus time on, of course, in women's footy. So 14 points is probably just about enough, unless Pints can really string a couple together in quick time. But it has to start now, I think, in this out of defence. But it's not going to be. It's Gold who gets the kick back in for Tars. O'Shea over the ball there, picks it up.
Good
She's
tackle.
tackled with the ball, but held in according to umpire Cunningham. And we'll have another ball up.
I've seen a few good tackles today.
Lisa Roberts in the ruck this time, in fact, won the hit out forward. But again, it's a scramble for the ball on the ground and no clean air, which is exactly what Pint need, and Waratah will be pretty happy with it getting wrapped up and repeat ball ups in their forward half.
Yeah, surely their aim now is just to keep it down there, lock it in, chew up the time.
Ball spills out now. Fabrice for Waratah kicks it back inside forward 50. Chittick at the bottom of that. Good hands. Got the hand pass across to Bree Martin. She was tackled, and now Pint the opportunity to come out of defence if they can get the ball cleanly here.
Is that PG
nice
again?
pick up.
To Smith.
Smits gets a hand pass forward, but Fabrice is there for Tars. She kicks wide. She's got Aggie Singh running onto this one in a bit of space.
Could run
Picks
all the
up
way.
now. She runs around that half-forward flank, loses control of the ball with the bounce, and Pint again repel that attacking move by Tars.
That's what they need. They need to
Strong
slow
work
this
under
down.
pressure. Pick that quickly and
Hurry
get
up.
the ball moving.
looking for the 50 there, but the umpire said no.
Again, straight up the middle corridor. It's so dangerous.
Well, they probably need to take risks at this time of the game, but another kicking in danger.
It's Waratah this time. Free kick.
Yeah, and it's Matisse Hunter who'll take that free kick in the centre of the ground, slowing things down. Drives the ball long towards half forward now. Chittick over the top, controls the ball well, but tackled. Didn't really get a hand pass to that, and that's the way umpire Cunningham's seen it.
You see Katie Streeter yelling directions there at her players, where to go.
And Mark's taken out there by Penny Feather. It was kicked forward. Now attacking opportunity. It's one-on-one down here inside forward 50 over the back. Molly Cooper's first back to it for Tars, but she's tackled when she picked up the ball. And holding the ball is the call. Jessie Baumer
Great
with the
work,
tackle
Jessie Baumer.
and the opportunity.
Is there enough time?
No, she didn't want to waste too much time over this kick, I wouldn't think, but well within her range.
She's kicked one today already and set up another one, the last goal for Peachy, so we'll see what she does here.
Kicks on the way now. It's drifting, but
it's a goal.
It's a goal, and are they still in the game? 8 points the difference at the 14-minute mark. Baumer kicks her second. Again, Pints have got the only 2 goals for the quarter, and Waratah have been hanging on, but Pints' defence has been terrific, really, under plenty of pressure. Waratah have had the ball in there a lot this quarter.
Yeah, they haven't given up, and number 77, Jessie Baumer, with her second goal. So at the 14.5-minute mark, Waratah 5-7-37 are leading Pints 4-5-29, which I think is the closest margin of the game.
Yeah, this is a huge clearance here.
Yep. There wouldn't be much time left on the clock. Might beat them.
So Taryn O'Hare doing the ruck work for Tars. And it's Molly back through on the hit out, but kicked forward by Maddie Galt for Tars. Or a hand pass backwards from Pint there at half back. Put their teammate in a bit of trouble.
Maddie Yarran pushed the player over there.
Trying to play on quickly. The kick wasn't the best, but they've got another opportunity now. Tap it forward, and a free kick's been paid. So Pint players up forward screaming for the ball to be moved quickly. Kicks down the line, and Beck Pryor got her hands to the ball but couldn't take the mark. It's in underneath. Pint really need to work this one out and get it going forward, but gee, they've been valiant today. Well, they've been valiant for the last 6 weeks, really. You've really got to admire what the work they've done over the latter half of the season to get in the position, get themselves in a position late in the last quarter of a elimination semi-final.
It's been a real indication of the women's competition this year, Stu. Such really competitive football by the top teams. Normally, in the past years, sometimes there's been Waratahs who haven't lost a game for the whole season, so it's been great to watch the competition of the women's footy up here this season.
Well, yeah, that's right. And you think of teams like Michaela's team, Nightcliff, who made the finals for the first time, and really, really good for the future of women's footy in the territory.
Yeah, and Tars have just set that benchmark, as you said, over the past 10 years, and it's now everyone else's time to step up.
O'Hare there gets the kick inside forward 50, but ball on the ground.
The Tars players, they're getting older though. Your Lauren O'Shea's and Sue Nolders, Lisa Robbo. They've lost Ange Foley and that to the AFLW system, but they do seem to bring in some good youngsters like Purantana Mary, Yarran and Aggie Singh. So,
Fabrice and the Hunter girls.
And
it's great for them to still be around.
Yep. There it is.
Yeah.
Full time. Waratah 5-7-37 have defeated Pint 4-5-29 to advance to next week's Women's Premier League Grand Final. We'll work out who they play in next games. But Stu, how did you see that game?
Look, it lived up to what we expected. I think Waratah got the flying start and were able to hold on to that. Only got one goal after that first quarter, but Pint didn't give it away, and really impressed with, as I was saying, impressed with what they've been able to achieve at the back end of the season, and terrific for women's footy, as we were saying, and they were, they certainly didn't look out of place in in a grand final qualifier today, and they've got plenty to look forward to for next season and the seasons to come, I would think.
Yeah, well done by Pints. And Michaela, of course, a big game coming up now between Southern Districts and Darwin Buffaloes. What's your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, I think Crocs have been in form, probably the most in form the past month. Buffs did well last week, obviously against us, Nightcliff, but I think Crocs will run at home today in for a big contest against Tars next week.
And Michaela, you're going to head back down to Melbourne and hopefully catch the end of the VFLW season. Good luck with the collarbone recovery.
Thank you. Yeah, May 9, round 1, so hopefully I'm pushing to get back in time.
Well, we'd love to see you back in Darwin next year in another NTFL season. I know you've enjoyed your time up here, so we'd love to see you back.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I want to be back, I think, so we'll see how we go.
We've got Eliza Morrison, Nightcliff's best and fairest, nodding her head in the background, so she'd love to see you back. Well, that was a great game. Well done to Waratah. They've shown why they've been the best team in the competition for the last decade. Big thanks to Stu Davis as always today, Michaela Ward, and stay tuned. In about 15 minutes we'll bring you the next game between Buffs and Crocs.